The NFL world is reeling after Micah Parsons' shocking move to the Green Bay Packers in a record-breaking $180 million deal. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are being roasted by fans who can't believe they let their defensive star go. Was this the biggest mistake of Jones's career or a bold new chapter for Parsons? Stay tuned for all the details and subscribe for daily NFL drama. At first, it sounded insane. Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers? Social media laughed. Fans called it fake news. Even Dallas insiders brushed it off like nothing more than internet noise. But then something shifted. Private planes were being tracked online. Cryptic tweets started going viral. Pro Football Talk dropped one word: interested. Packers fans started fantasizing about Micah lining up next to Rashawn Gary. Dallas fans panicked, and every time reporters pressed Jerry Jones, he slammed the door harder. Micah's not going anywhere. He's our cornerstone. We're not trading Micah Parsons, period. But behind closed doors, that confidence was unraveling fast. Sources said Jerry tried to negotiate directly with Micah, cutting his agent out of the deal. The agent fired back, "Don't bother sending paperwork." Micah's camp didn't want talk. They wanted a contract worthy of the best defensive player in football. And then, Cowboys? They weren't offering it. As the relationship cracked, another team was watching closely. The Packers. They had cap flexibility, young talent, a future-ready roster. All they needed was a game wrecker. And suddenly, Micah Parsons was on their radar. For real this time. Then came those 7 words from Micah that changed everything. "I just want to win. That's all." He didn't commit to Dallas. He didn't deny the rumors. He let the world watch the chaos unfold. And in less than 48 hours, everything exploded. It started the way most sports rumors do. A random post, an anonymous insider, a cryptic tweet. At first glance, it looked like pure fan fiction. Someone in a Packers subreddit claimed Micah Parsons was being scouted by Green Bay's front office. Twitter didn't take it seriously until someone started tracking private planes flying from Dallas to Green Bay. Fans lost their minds. Conspiracy theories exploded. Threads went viral. And for once, it wasn't just smoke. Because 2 days later, the news broke for real. Micah Parsons was signing with the Green Bay Packers. A $180 million mega deal. One of the richest contracts ever given to a defensive player. And just like that, Jerry Jones went from the most powerful owner in football to the man who let his franchise's defensive anchor walk out the door. The humiliation was instant. ESPN ran it on repeat. Skip Bayless nearly cried on live TV. Cowboys fans stormed social media with anger, betrayal, and disbelief. How could Jerry, who swore Micah was untouchable, fumble the biggest star they've had in years? To understand how this deal broke the internet, you have to rewind. The Cowboys weren't just losing a great player. They were losing the face of their defense. Micah Parsons wasn't some replaceable linebacker. He was the identity, the motor, the nightmare every quarterback saw when he lined up across from Dallas. Drafted in 2021, he instantly became a game wrecker. Rookie of the Year, multiple-time Pro Bowler, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. In just 3 seasons, Parsons wasn't just good, he was historic. But as his value skyrocketed, so did the tension. Dallas wanted to lock him down, but Jerry Jones was notorious for playing hardball. And this time, the gamble backfired in the worst way possible. Here's what insiders are now reporting. Jerry Jones believed Micah Parsons would fold. That no matter how long the negotiations dragged, no matter how much disrespect was felt, Micah would cave because nobody walks away from the Cowboys. Wrong. Parsons and his camp grew tired of waiting, tired of the half offers, tired of Jerry's ego. They wanted long-term security, record-setting money, and a commitment worthy of the league's most feared defender. Dallas hesitated. Green Bay didn't. The Packers front office came in fast, offering $180 million over 6 years, with $120 million guaranteed. That's not just a contract, that's a statement. And for Micah, it was the respect Dallas refused to give him. The Packers' pitch was simple. Come here and we'll build the league's scariest defense around you. Micah didn't need to hear it twice. While Jerry Jones played poker with his franchise's future, Green Bay went all in. And the result? A deal that flipped the NFL upside down overnight. The aftermath? Dallas fans turned on Jerry Jones instantly. Sell the team trended on Twitter. Sports radio in Texas lit up with angry callers. Even Cowboys legends like Michael Irvin and Des Bryant posted cryptic tweets hinting at embarrassment for the franchise. For Green Bay, it was the opposite. Ecstasy, celebration. Packers Nation felt reborn, as if the Lombardi was suddenly within reach again. And if you look closely, maybe it is. Green Bay already had a defense stacked with playmakers. Jair Alexander locking down corners, Rashawn Gary bringing pressure, and a young core ready to peak. Add Micah Parsons to that mix, and suddenly the Packers aren't just competitive, they're terrifying. For Jordan Love, this was the gift of a lifetime. A defense this elite doesn't just protect leads, it wins championships. And with Parsons hunting quarterbacks in Green Bay green, the NFC North just shifted overnight. Detroit's Jared Goff, Minnesota's Kirk Cousins, Chicago's Caleb Williams? Good luck sleeping this week, because Micah isn't just a linebacker. He's a game plan wrecker, the kind of player who changes an entire division by showing up. But while Green Bay celebrated, Dallas sat in shock. The Cowboys didn't just lose a player, they lost credibility. For years, Jerry Jones built his brand on keeping stars in Dallas. Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, they all got the bag eventually. But Parsons, the crown jewel, somehow he slipped away. And the damage isn't just on the field. The locker room is reportedly furious. Players feel betrayed, realizing that if Jerry can let Micah walk, nobody is safe. Insiders claim that veterans are questioning Jones's priorities, while younger players now wonder if their loyalty to Dallas even matters. The cracks are visible, and once morale breaks in an NFL locker room, seasons collapse fast. So how did Jerry Jones let it get this bad? It comes down to ego. Jerry wanted control. He wanted to set the market, not follow it. He thought the Cowboys brand was worth more than any one player. But in the modern NFL, stars hold the power, and Micah Parsons proved it. By refusing to settle, by refusing to bend, Parsons forced the Cowboys' hand. And when they hesitated, he left. Simple as that. The irony? Jerry Jones has spent decades chasing Super Bowls, building rosters, and branding America's team. But the one move he needed to make, the one check he needed to write, he refused. And it cost him the most valuable defensive player of his era. For Micah, the move wasn't just about money. It was about respect, about legacy, about proving that he wasn't just another cowboy to be marketed, but a generational talent who deserved to be treated like one. In Green Bay, he got everything Dallas wouldn't give him: financial security, organizational commitment, and a real chance to compete for championships. And for once, the Packers, long criticized for being too passive in free agency, struck with precision. They saw the opportunity, moved aggressively, and stole Dallas's crown jewel. The message to the rest of the league? Green Bay isn't playing games anymore. For Cowboys fans, this will sting for years. Every time Micah Parsons sacks a quarterback in Lambeau, Dallas fans will be reminded of what they lost. Every playoff run the Packers make will echo the question, what if he was still in Dallas? And every time Jerry Jones goes in front of a microphone, he'll be reminded that his stubbornness cost him not just a player, but possibly the future of his franchise. Because make no mistake, this isn't just about Parsons. It's about reputation. It's about a power shift in the NFL. And right now, the Cowboys are on the wrong side of it. Think about the ripple effect. CeeDee Lamb's contract talks just got messier. Dak Prescott's extension suddenly looks shaky. Every future star drafted by Dallas will remember what happened to Parsons when it's their turn to negotiate. And Jerry Jones? He looks less like a football genius and more like an owner who let pride ruin his team. Meanwhile, the Packers just sent a warning shot to the entire league. They're no longer waiting for titles. They're buying them. And with Parsons on board, they might have just purchased their ticket to the Super Bowl. The NFL is built on moments like this, where one move shifts the balance of power across the league. The Cowboys thought they had all the leverage. The Packers proved otherwise. And in the middle of it all, Micah Parsons walked away as the biggest winner of them all. Rich, respected, and ready to terrorize quarterbacks in green and gold. As for Jerry Jones, history will not be kind. They'll call it arrogance. They'll call it stubbornness. But most of all, they'll call it the mistake that defined his legacy. Because when the dust settles, the headline will be simple. Jerry Jones lost Micah Parsons, and Dallas will never be the same. Micah Parsons now begins his new chapter in Green Bay. A chapter filled with sky-high expectations, immense pressure, and an entire fan base ready to embrace him as their new defensive hero. The Packers just gave him $180 million for one reason: to bring Lombardi's back to Titletown. And Parsons knows it. He's not just a player anymore. He's the centerpiece of a championship window. The spotlight will be relentless. The expectations, brutal. But if there's one player built for it, it's Micah Parsons. And if he delivers, the legend of Micah in Green Bay will be one Cowboys fans will never forgive Jerry Jones for creating. So what's the final verdict? Jerry Jones gambled. He thought the Cowboys brand was bigger than Micah Parsons. He thought loyalty, history, and ego would keep him in Dallas. But the NFL is changing. Players have power. Money talks louder than tradition. And Parsons just proved it by signing one of the richest deals in league history, far away from Jerry's shadow. Green Bay wins. Dallas loses. And Jerry Jones? He'll be remembered not for the stars he kept, but for the one he let slip away. And for years to come, whenever Micah Parsons wreaks havoc in a Packers jersey, the humiliation will replay over and over again.